Yeah. What's up, you guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know already and this is your first time seeing me, hello. My name is The Equal Shaman. Make sure you guys remember to go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate it. All right. And make sure you only remember to take what resonates and leave what does not, because this is a general energy. Also, I don't necessarily partake in this to you being a sun sign Gemini, okay? This can just be the house of Gemini and the energy that I'm picking up and what Gemini energy wants you to see, because we are all these signs, okay? I just got a reminder about something. We got the Five of Pentacles. So with Gemini's energy, before I came on live, they were telling me about the perspective. 111, I caught it on my time stamp. They were telling me something about perspectives. And like things looking a little differently in their perspectives and stuff. We got the Five of Wands here. Damn, Gemini already. Gemini energy, I feel like it's helping people see something. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. See something differently from like a different, literally a different perspective. I was sitting here and I was thinking about Instagram, and I was just thinking like the kind of abuse that people kind of turn Instagram for. Like the whole purpose was Instagram was, I guess, to what? Like I'm pretty sure every app or most apps are just, instead of being it used for its educational purposes and to make people aware about certain things, I feel like most of the apps are like very ego-ish. Like it's like a competition on the app, like, oh yeah, I got this. Or even like from other people's perspectives, where it's just like, oh, if you have this amount of followers or this and that. I just feel like it's just so ego-based. And it was making me think about TikTok, because now it seems like TikTok is becoming more so, yeah, look at that Magician, that's Gemini energy. TikTok is more so becoming more educational, or people are actually learning things on TikTok. And it's funny because they're actually trying to shut the app down. So I just found that pretty funny. So Gemini energy is kind of giving me, especially with the Five of Wands, and I was just talking about competition and arguments and shit like that. Like Gemini energy, from how they were getting me to understand it, is like, it's the shadow energy of Sagittarius. This is you're looking at the details of it, like what's actually going on, instead of the whole bigger picture, which is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is like you kind of looking at the whole purpose of it, like what am I doing this for, how can it help people or help this thing, or you know, what's the bigger purpose of it. But Gemini is just like, okay, we need to break this down, the things that can build up so it can add up to the bigger picture. And that's why I was saying, like they were talking to me, or I was kind of, well, they were making me talk to myself, but making me aware about like just the apps. Like before I got on here, I think somebody like DM'd me on Instagram, and I kind of like, I looked at it, but my ADHD, I got distracted. I'm not really on social media like that unless I'm literally working. Like unless I'm literally working. And of course now and then I look at my friends' stories and things like that here, but I'm not so like pulled to social media, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's not like I'm just looking at people just post pictures, like, and then it's just like you can't even see, if you do post something, not everybody sees it, so it's like, what's the even point, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're here with the algorithm and you're consistently posting. For business purposes, that's lit, but like for personal, it's like no point, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got a DM, and I told this dude, and I was like, oh, like I'm not really on social media like that. And he, like, first off, I didn't reply. He replied like days later, like a week later, and was like, damn, okay. And I'm like, kind of lost, sir. Like, I'm like, what you reply for? And then I replied, because I'm like, oh, sorry, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not really active on social media. He just liked it. And I'm like, did you just, like, what did you reply for? Like, I was just confused. And this just to show, this is why I don't get on this app. Because, like, what the fuck? This can relate to the energy, but it just really made me understand, like, it's no point. Like, what is the whole point? I feel like Gemini energy is looking at the details of something and asking, okay, what is the point? It's supposed to be helping you look at what is this going towards? What is this building to? It's like Knight of Pentacles energy. Like, people put their energy into things long term. These are families. These are businesses and everything like that. And then the outcome either could come in devil energy, which is an illusion, which you've been working and putting in all this energy basically for nothing, or it can come into Hierophant, where you're able to help other people and evolve the collective and everything like that. Devil energy is shadow energy as well, and this is like devil energy kind of only cares about himself. He kind of don't give a fuck about the people. You know what I'm saying? Hierophant energy is just like, okay, I can learn higher learning. Schools, like Hierophant energy is like schools. You go to school, you try to fucking learn whatever you want to go into your career about. It's supposed to help you at that, and then you reach out and branch out, and then it helps you, you know what I'm saying, get a job in that career field. Here we go with the Knight of Pentacles. Like I said, it's like long term. The path to it, I feel like, is Gemini, but then the ending result is Sagittarius. So, I feel like that was a mouthful. With this energy, and then the 555. I feel like this portal that just passed is having people look at this now. Like, it's having people look at this now. It's having people look at this now. It's having people's egos checked. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Why did I just stutter? Or like repeat what I just said? I say, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? God damn, I don't know if somebody does that. But like, Hangman energies when they have you on pause. And if this did happen the way I'm explaining it, because people are looking at this in every aspect, even in family. Like people like who you had a child with, or you know what I'm saying, in the aspect of like marriages, who you choose to stay married to for a long time. And then Nine of Pentacles energy, it's supposed to be you're working towards it, and then it's supposed to be beneficial towards you in the end. But I don't know, just the way that I'm getting it, it just seems like it's just causing more catastrophe or problems. And then here you go with the Nine of Wands. You all beat up and shit, and you tired and you drained, but you still going because you're not at the 10 yet. You about to be at the 10 and you fucking tired. Here we go with the Ace of Wands. You basically at the 10 with the Ace of Wands. It's another new beginning of you being tired, of you being drained, and it's the same thing. I feel like people, or Gemini energy, is trying to get people to really look at the details of something and look at the truth about certain things. Because don't get me wrong, I know people want to stay delusional. I get it, no judge. But like, the awakening is going to happen someday. Like, you know, like I'm really seeing that, or that's just my perspective on it. The awakening is going to happen someday. It could happen on your fucking deathbed. This is giving me like Emmett Till. You feel me? Like, she did all that. Like, she fucking told her husband what happened. That whole boy lost his life, and she continued to live on. And then on your deathbed, now you want to talk about, oh, this is what really happened. Nobody cares now. But like, you only saying it because the bigger picture is you're low vibrational, and now you're trying to release all the burdens before you pass on. Because now, if you go on with all them burdens, you're going to be stuck in this bitch. Like, I just don't get it. You're going to be stuck here. People want to be so tied to the 3D. You're going to stay here. Like, you're going to stay here. Your spirit is not going to be free and flowing and what's the name? You're going to be bound to this shit. And then you're going to be mad as shit. Ooh, maybe I feel like a Gemini right now. I'm a Sag. Fuck. You're going to stay in this junk. And you're going to be bound. And then you're going to be trying to find a way out. Mm, 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 mm. So I feel like Gemini energy is getting people enlightened about this. About ego, like going through ego depths and everything like that. I feel like I'm in Gemini energy because I just feel like I have no sympathy. Or maybe maybe it's not funny, but maybe Geminis in general, they just feel like nobody has sympathy for them because Geminis do get the most shit. But ooh, yeah. Sorry, Geminis, if you're a Gemini watching this, because Geminis do get the most rat out. People be going on Geminis, talk shit about Geminis all the time. Geminis be going through a lot of mental issues as well, like dealing with those type of things, and I feel like they just want some type of understanding. But I'm speaking as far as like a Gemini who either is starting the healing process or avoiding the healing process per se, and then just projecting onto 1111. Damn, projecting onto those. I feel like Geminis who could be in that type of energy probably are the ones who kind of spoiled the bunch for the healed Geminis, because healed Geminis are actually really good. They're lit. Like, they're cool to talk to. They have so much wisdom, and it's because they looked at the details of shit and they got the access to the bigger picture, and they meshed with their shadow instead of just being their shadow individually. Your shadow is an energy that only cares about you and nobody else and how you feel, and your shadow is made from the hurt and betrayal and anger that you have endured during life, childhood trauma and everything like that. And then you try to reprogram and ascend your shadow so you can go into your higher self and look at everything from a higher perspective. But for you to even look at everything from a higher perspective or a higher learning, you have to look at the details of the actual issue. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, this feels like wounding energy. You have to look at the details of the actual issue that you're going through. It could be a lot of people who are in Gemini energy right now who could be dealing with Five of Wands, maybe being picked on. This could be in the workplace too. This could be in marriages especially. Okay, somebody fighting with their person, or just dealing with this just like a battle, and then you get the enlightenment and now you're in the Five of Cups because you feel like it's some type of regret or something. There's 55 here, but just 555. And whatever this is supposed to cause, Hangman talks about perspective. This person is hanging upside down because they're trying to get a different, they're trying to see it from a different way, because when they stand straight up, they can't see it, if that makes sense. So they're just like, let me go a different way and see if I can see it this way. We got the polarities here. We got light and then we have dark. You see the bat? And then you see the white bird. So the white bird is down here. So the higher learning or seeing the light of a situation while being in the dark, that makes sense? Yeah. And then when you get to perspective, then it goes upright. You're able to see, oh, you know what I'm saying? I think somebody was talking about healing as well, like shadow work healing. Like, of course, like, I know people go to therapy. I just thought of my photographer. He popped up in my mind the other day, and I think he's a Gemini. Not the other day, just a couple of minutes ago before I got on here. But what was I saying? ADHD moment, sorry. That's Pisces energy too with the Hangman. And Pisces is in Saturn right now. Pisces rules over the illusion, the fantasies, magic, spiritual realm, everything like that. It's the Seven of Cups. It's everything is not what it seems type of energy. You're just living in a la 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 la. And then Saturn is Capricorn, which is the reality of the situation, how things are actually are versus like how you want them to be, or how the fantasy of how you want them to be versus the reality of how it actually is. And Saturn is kind of taking the cloak off of people's eyes right now, especially in the healing. Well, I was talking about shadow work, and there was this girl earlier, she was talking about free therapy, and she was basically helping people understand how to actually do shadow work. Can't explain the the actual example that she gave. I know she was talking about her mom and how as children we kind of internalize everything that somebody does to us, right? Because as children we're only just emotional. Children are great in their creativity and they love unconditionally and everything like that, but children do not have discernment yet. Like through life, I feel like you learn discernment, or you know, it's just as you go, you have to go through situations for you to know, oh, this is for me, oh no, this is not for me. So throughout life, you go through the life that you go through, and you know yourself. The more that you know yourself logically and emotionally, you'll be able to create the type of life that you want based off the decisions that you make. So she was basically saying how as a child she kind of internalized like her mom loving maybe another sibling more than she was loved, and she internalized and was just like, oh, is there something wrong with me? Why doesn't my mom show me love, but she shows this other person love? The fact of the matter is, if you do shadow work, you'll be able to see that your mom, or her, she was able to see that her mother did not receive the same love as she did, in the same cycle that was actually happening with her family. With her mom and her sister and shit like that, she's carrying it on to her daughters, but she's doing this subconsciously and not noticing. So then it takes off the veil, and you start to have a higher understanding of, oh, it was actually nothing wrong with me. This is just a pattern that my mother has, or this is just the pattern that my father has, and now I'm able to look at things a little differently now, instead of internalizing it and then beating myself up over about it, about how I'm not enough for my mother and da-da-da. So that's like an example of like shadow work, but you have to be in the dark when you're doing shadow work to see the light of the situation. It's hermit. Oh, man. So, yeah. Sorry, y'all. Somebody just commented on my thing. Oh, period. So yeah, y'all. Yeah, we got the Chariot and the Empress. Excuse me. Ending on that. That's how you go into unconditional love. Simple. And we have the Lovers here. The Lovers is, it's not depicted right on this card, but the Lovers is light and dark, and having a balance between it. It's free will, it's unconditional, it's high vibrational, it's not forced, it's not controlled, it's authentic. That's Lovers energy. But it's you being able to see the light of the light of a situation, even in the dark. And even when you're in the light, you're able to see the dark in a situation per se. This is about polarities. Aside from, thank you, Spirit, Devil energy, which causes confusions, illusions, mental entrapment, Eight of Swords, where you're trying to find answers, but you really can't find answers because everything that's going on is an illusion, and you're still asleep. Everything is, damn, look at how tied up they are. Everything is forced, pushed onto, you're supposed to be this way, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to date this person, and now you're made into something that you're not. And then you're in the Eight of Swords, like, just an example. Then you're in the Eight of Swords later on because you're just like, why? You start to wake up to who you actually really are, and then realize that the rest of your life was a lie, and who or what they were trying to turn you into, type of vibe. And I was talking about the Seven of Cups, which is the Piscean energy. Or what this person, what your partner actually was trying to do this whole time. You thinking somebody loved you, but whole time they're actually competing with you. It's just everything like that. You'll be able to see through illusions once you start doing shadow work. Pretty much is what I'm saying. See through devil energy. Because it's a difference between, oh, you going to be with me versus, what's that saying where somebody's just like, whoever you're with, like, I still love you regardless. Hi, babes. A Pisces came in here. Hey, y'all. Seven of Wands. It's unconditional and it's free. And I feel like everybody wants freedom, especially financial freedom. Okay? Financial freedom, free to be who you are, everything like that. All right? So Gemini energy, the moon talks about things that are hidden, your emotions, what you're reflecting on. It's trying to get you to transform so you can go ahead and step into the sun. Ashe? Or so you can be both moon and sun. The moon is trying to get people to go through a death and rebirth and ground themselves. This is Grim Reaper energy. It's kind of giving me like Leo, Scorpio, Taurus vibes, like world energy. Cancer here as well. All right. What did Erykah Badu say? I'm getting a lot of Pisces energy, Lord. Peace and blessings manifest for every lesson learned. I wouldn't even be surprised if a Gemini connected to a Pisces. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's the Knight of Cups for Gemini? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Oh, wow. The Devil. Yep. Okay. You see? Hey, Kiara. Cancer. You see how this person is holding on to the, is holding on to all these balls. The key is right there and they looking at the door, but all they got to do is put the balls down so they can pick up the key and open the door. And then with the Knight of Cups is receiving a message, all right? Could be a message of love, especially with the Knight of Cups being here. This is kind of like pillow talking energy, or just somebody that's really sweet. They have something that they really sweet want to say. This person's not opening up the door because they're holding on to stuff that they need to go ahead and let go, which is why the Five of Cups is here. Somebody's holding on to regret, disappointments, and everything like that because all they're thinking about is these Three of Cups, and they still have 2 cups here that are perfectly still filled, that are perfectly, they can still drink out of, work with, and everything like that. But they're so focused on this because the illusion has been ripped apart, and behind this door is an Ace of Pentacles, but they can't see it, and it's because they're not willing to let things go and receive. Six of Pentacles. Because they don't feel deserving of it because they're in the Five of Cups. What else? Gemini. And now it turns into the Eight of Swords in reverse, where you're having a hard time getting out of this. Ace of Pentacles. You can't see the Ace of Pentacles. You're having a hard time of getting out of the Ace of Pentacles. Temperance. Damn. Damn. What's the only ace that's missing? Ace of Swords. Hey, bruh. Where's the Ace of Swords? You got the Temperance, which is Earth Angel, Sagittarius energy, divine energy, balanced energy, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on ground. You got the Ace of Wands, which talks about the new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles is here. You have all the elements but air, the sword, the truth. You got the Two of Wands here, which talks about putting in energy, executing it, picking the path, moving forward. You have the Ace of Cups here. That shit crazy. Or this is what somebody's trying to get. This is what Spirit is trying to get somebody to do. Focus more on themselves. Ace of Cups. Yeah, the cherry was flipped over in this deck like this. So you can kind of make a way of where actually you're going and expand. Empress energy. This could even be involving a child. All aces out here. Where is the Ace of Swords? That's all literally Gemini energy trying to get somebody to do, or this could actually be a Gemini. The Lovers is actually Gemini energy. Then it's high vibrational though. Where is the Ace of Swords? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. 9 of Pentacles. Damn. 8 of Pentacles. Just going backwards. Gemini, come on, y'all. And then the sun. So when the sun comes out, things are going to be revealed. Yeah. And some shift or change is going to have to be made. Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. That means it wasn't stable. That means something failed. Something, the concoction didn't go right. This is like you baking a cake and you don't have all the ingredients to make the cake. You have the cup. You have the Ace of Pentacles. This is magician energy. Gemini rules over magician and Aries. This is magic. This is magician. How people say they're manifesting. You have to have the cup, the pentacle, the wand, but no sword. You have no sword. And if you're missing the sword, that means this Ten of Pentacles is in reverse because it can't multiply and it's going to fall because it's built off of devil energy, built off of illusions, and now you have to start all over. You have to start all over. And go on that long journey again, Nine of Pentacles. Taurus energy too. This is Taurus energy. Justice. Damn. So yeah. Damn, Gemini. After this, I was going into a collective. Trying to do a collective after this on the elements. I don't know if I want to though. The sun, I don't know if I want to. I had to wait on Gemini energy to do this. Perfect timing. Yeah, what was that? The Chariot? Perfect timing. Yeah. Wow. So yeah, Gemini energy in general, I'm pretty sure Gemini probably gonna resonate with this. If this is like past energy or something that they could be learning at this time of how to release, of how to let go, of how to do shadow work, of how to look at the details of something instead of just paying attention to the end result and then saying fuck the, you know, fuck the path to it. It's like how people say enjoy the path, enjoy the journey, because you already know the end result. Just enjoy the journey of you building something, of you getting to know someone. If this is a relation, oh, my nose is itching. If this is like a person, a relationship or something, enjoy that. Live in the present. Think positively towards the future. The Lovers. Period. And you'll be in this energy. You'll do a timeline shift. Two of Pentacles. It'll shift from this to codependencies and everything like that to this. Justice. Libra. Balance. Sun and Moon. Okay, I'll get a couple of these cards. Just drop my tissue. 666. That's when you come into union with all parts of yourself. Somebody could play the piano. Pianist. Why do I? Yeah, we got the gifted, or somebody could just be really gifted. We got family member, and then we got Sag Taurus. It's this Carrie Hilson song with Chris Brown, One Night Stand. We got karmic energy, and then we got 777. Yeah, sevens are about spiritual knowledge. Okay, to me, it also gives me Libra energy. So whatever Libra has, Libra's just going to balance it out with whatever you have. Just like if you go to court and you got all the evidence that you motherfucking did the crime, then that means Libra, your ass is going to jail. But if you don't got, if no evidence is on your name and shit like that, that means you're going to be free. But the justice system not even fucking right in itself. We got 88. Justice system is not even right in itself. That's an illusion in itself. You might want to look at the angel number, Gemini, or whoever resonates with this energy. So people, the whole purpose of justice is literally justice. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top of this deck. We got music is healing. So Gemini, if you're doing this, 1010 can be significant for y'all. You're going through the enlightenment process and the healing. Ashe, I commend you. Because it's not easy, but I'm proud of you if you're doing it, okay? We got Calling My Phone by TJ. All right. Steady calling my phone. Y'all know that song? It's okay, babes. It's going to be saved on here. We got to do some self-care, meaning take care of yourself, Gemini, especially mentally, Ashe. We got throat chakra. We got new business idea. Okay, let's throw some positivity on there. Somebody can have a water moon, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio moon. And then we got Here Comes the Sun. So it does get better. I just feel like this is about doing the work. Yeah, go chase your dreams. It's about doing the work. And doing this healing now is going to help so much later on. This is not even just about you. It's going to help your family. It's going to help your kids. It's going to help you build stable relationships, friends, family, lover, whatever. It just, they won't be able to be knocked down like Three Little Pigs, easy as shit, because it will be built with brick. Like you'll have the house with brick instead of the house with straw. And then one blow of that motherfucker, that whole thing just fall, bitch. Like, don't y'all want something like that? Hell yeah. I don't want no weak shit. Somebody could be Caribbean. That song called So Special, Jamaican Caribbean. We got check in with your higher self, Ashe. We talked about that. We got General Curse Breaker. Come on. The fuck I say? We got keep your location on. That might be significant for somebody, okay? We got the two-step, like somebody, yeah. Somebody could be earth sign. Earth sign energy. When I put the two-step, I don't know why they made me put this, but the two-step, when you two-stepping at a party, it's something simple. Something simple. It's some simple shit. You don't really want to do too much. You just want to, so somebody could do the two-step. Or whoever this is, with the keep your location on or whatever. Just the simple way, you know? And at the top of the deck is, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Ashe, you are beautiful. All right? I felt a little triggered doing y'all reading, all right? So I don't know if some of y'all going to be watching this and feel a little triggered. If you made it to the end of this, Ashe, I commend you, okay? Because healing is not easy. I ain't going to sit here and be like, oh, you're about to have a walk in the park. That's a lie. You're probably going to cry. You know what I'm saying? You're probably going to feel wonderful one day and then be fucking sobbing on your bathroom floor the next day. But it gets easier, you know? It gets easier. The more shadow work you do, the more dark night of the souls you go through, it's like you get the hang of it. So if life hits you with some new shit, not even some old shit, right? Because if we healing from the past shit. If life hits you with some new shit, like new towers and shit like that, that devil energy tries to throw and things like that here, it's like you'll know how to deal with them. Yeah. Like that's a forever type of justice that's being poured onto you. You know how to deal with them. Instead of going through your first tower moment and actually being awakened and then losing your shit. All right. So, that was a lot. I'm about to cleanse this energy. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching who tuned in. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Again, if you're not even a Gemini sun and you feel pulled to the reading, just go ahead and take it with a grain of salt, or, you know what I'm saying, take it how it resonates. But if you can learn something from whatever I just said and take it as your own, free to do so. Y'all don't have to listen to me. I'm just the messenger, and this is just my perspective of how I feel the house of Gemini can actually help you, how you can work with the sign, you know, even if you are the sign, but how you can actually work with the sign to help you and transform, death card, Ashe, into a new version of yourself, better version of yourself. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys later. Ashe.